Falcons. 1, 2, 3. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Wait a minute. We're doing this a little bit wrong here. I gotta do this the right way. Hold on. We're gonna do this the right way, y'all. There you go. I feel much better. There we go. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Man, it's your boy 6-Man K Styles here with the 6-Man Combo. We got the impromptu on here. We're going to be right before everything Atlanta sports with Will the Georgia Reaper, because I know everybody's going to be Thanksgiving it up with family, friends, and watching football and food. Like I said, I'm your boy 6-Man K Styles. To my stage right, we got Mad Mike Sports. And right below the screen, as you already know him as the Mr. Tactician, we got your boy Wandrell in the building, aka the villain,
Pull
the
your
Joker.
pants up. Pull your pants up. All the way up.
Oh, well, goddamn. I was just taking a shit. So yeah, definitely got to still pull my pants up.
Oh, wow. Get the wipe.
Yeah. Make sure I wipe twice. Like I say, hey, that's why I got the man baby wipes over there for a reason.
Mandy's on sale, $7.99 a package.
Oh Lord. Hey man, y'all tuning in to the 6-Man Combo here. And as you already know, oh Lord, and he got the white wife beater, so we already know this is about to be something funny and special. Shout out to Mr. White.
Mr. White.
OG Big Sam in the building.
It's AKA Pippin D right now.
Pippin D in the building, y'all.
Yeah,
Pippin D in the building.
Stick on the pig tonight. Slice of post.
All right. So what y'all getting is y'all gonna get a unholy alliance version of a show that y'all may not be ready for. So today, let's go ahead and give a shout out to the people that's in the chat. We're gonna kick it off with Mr. 58 Jammerous is in the building, aka Mr. Logistics. Make sure y'all show him some love over there on his channel. We got Brian Peoples, Sonia.
I'm only singing this song. I only sing in her.
Oh yeah, what's good, baby?
We got Dre Murphy, A137 Sauce. We got Bernard, Southside 12, and MVM 1978. So we appreciate y'all. So, DJ, let's go ahead and cut the music off. All right. What's happening, fellas? What's happening? How y'all doing this evening, man?
I feel good.
I knew that I wouldn't.
Perky-okey-olicious.
Perky-olicious.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna just second that emotion.
Okay.
Does it get emotional?
All right, so let's go ahead and get right into the conversation this evening. Appreciate everybody coming in. Like I said, man, if you're new to the channel, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, as well as make sure you hit that like button to get the notifications up. Notification bells is on. All right, before we get to this conversation, I want to see some more red and black in this chat. I see Sonya here with the red and black, and I see Southside. Let's see if we can get a little bit more red and black in here before we go ahead and kick this off.
Come on, y'all. Get that red and black in the chat. It's going to get real. This going to get real Atlanta tonight.
Because I have a 15-minute conversation about the Atlanta Falcons, and then we're going to get to the main event, which is going to be dealing with Mr. Lamar Jackson and the conversation, well, the controversy that has been surrounding the unholy alliance around Lamar Jackson so far this week.
Ain't no
So, so before we get to that juicy conversation, let's start off with a little bit of Atlanta Falcons talk here. As you see in the title, I have the Atlanta Falcons on the hot seat versus the San Diego Chargers. Now, the reason why I say they're on the hot seat is because they their margin for error right now is very small. And what I mean by very small, it means they can't be out here fucking up.
Nope.
Now, as we going into the later part of the season, um, Falcons going to take care of business. And just plain and simple. His jab said, "I feel old because we still call them San Diego instead of LA."
So
Man, that's
so
San Diego.
so
Fuck,
so
fuck,
so,
fuck, fuck them.
so K
What?
Style, you mean to
What?
tell me they room for error is tighter than the line of the crack of somebody's ass?
Yeah, basically.
The crack of the ass.
Yeah, crack up the ass. Well, are we talking about white people cracking the ass or black folk? 'Cause
I'm talking about white people when they know white people when they up for promotion.
Mm.
ass so tight they you can squeeze a brick and shit a diamond. Yeah, yeah.
It's a
That's what.
it's a recondemic.
Look, now, ass so tight they can squeeze air and pop out water. You'll thank me
So
later.
Record then.
so fellas, this is my question to y'all, man. Heading into these last 5 or 6 games left for the Atlanta Falcons, do you feel like the margin of error for them is very small?
Hmm.
Worst
I
case
mean,
worst case scenario we win 4. Best case scenario we win 5.
Mm,
I like that.
okay, okay. So playing devil's advocate on this. So what you said, so for the startup of this Raheem Morris regime, you're saying that they can't afford to lose more than 2 games here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Now, to be clear, if anybody watched the press conference today, Raheem was talking about rainbows and unicorns and balloons and streamers on top of Stone Mountain. So either one or two things gonna come out of this. Either we about to fall flat, or we about to do some disrespectful winning.
Hmm.
Because he didn't answer a single question directly. He had Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood playing while he was talking. So
As
do with
well.
that what you will.
What you saying? There was a bunch of word salad.
Oh yeah, it was, won't you be my neighbor?
Oh Lord, Mike, what's your take on this, man? How do you feel about this question?
Or the question?
Mm-hmm.
What damn question about the state of the Falcons?
This is what happens when somebody's ready to go off on somebody and then just forget the line of questioning. All right, Mike, here we go. Then the question is, do you feel like the Atlanta Falcons on these next 5 or 6 games, room
Mm-mm.
for error is marginal?
No, I think Raheem is the one that's on the hot seat right now, more so than the players, because he keep doing exactly what we're talking about. I'm tired of all these fucking rainbows and unicorns and flowers and shit. Like, just tell me just show me what we need to do. That's it.
Southside said, "Damn,
You
y'all
talk
on
too
Lamar
much,
trial
man. You
again.
never shut
What?
up.
What is it? Lamar versus the state of AFN?
No,
Oh,
it's
we
not.
gon' oh,
No.
we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about this right after we get this talking point out. Jam here said it could be a subliminal message that Kyle Pitts is going to eat.
You know what? You know what? Have y'all been paying attention to the pictures? Atlanta Falcons think they slick. They have been showing you who they're going to showcase in these games by what they put out on social media. They have been. I've been seeing a lot of Drake London and Kyle Pitts sightings in the last 48 hours. If y'all been paying attention to Instagram, I ain't on X that much, but if y'all been paying attention to X, Instagram, it's a lot of Drake London and Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson.
Mm.
Y'all got to follow the context clues.
Man, you definitely talking about some damn Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood type shit here. If they going with these subliminal messages like this, I'm kind of on where a lot of people are. Bro, it don't matter what the hell context clues are you going to be putting out here. We looking for damn results.
Mm-hmm.
The people are going to be looking for results. Like you said, it don't matter what word salad that you have. It don't matter who we are expecting to be featured in this game. Be honest with you, margin for error is small. You're literally a game above Tampa Bay right now, even though you do have the tiebreaker. And these last few games may look easy on paper, but the thing about it is you cannot play down to the competition like you've been doing all year. So as Mike would know this, saying, "Will the real Atlanta Falcons please stand up?"
Yep. Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Show us something. Tell us something. Tell us something good. Okay? Tell us something good.
Because there's a couple games on this schedule where if they thought the fan base was hard on them about them losing certain games, they lose a couple of these games coming up to certain teams. Oh Lord, these fans about to let this team have it. Not
Mm-hmm.
on, and we don't need that to happen right now because I'm not holding no more therapy sessions for motherfuckers on the brink of insanity.
Mm-hmm.
So, got any last words on this topic for each of y'all? Y'all go ahead and let it on out.
At this point, if you a real fan, you're going to ride this out, good or bad. That's what's going to happen. We can want, we can complain, we can give stats and all this kind of stuff, but if you're a real fan, you're going to ride it out. The ones that can't handle it, you can drop your jerseys off in the bin and exit stage left. Try it again next year. With all this whining and crying ain't won no games.
Yeah, that's true.
You get about 18 hours worth of crying. After that, shut up.
Right, ride or die, motherfucker. Sam, what's your final take on this topic right here, man? What you got to say to the people?
We get ready to play the Chargers. I'm ready to on to the next because I got uh a comment I need to respond to that it just popped up on my YouTube channel. So we on to the
Oh
next.
Lord. Oh Lord. Oh, we about to get right into it, man. Hey, Mike, what's your final take on this topic before we move to the next
So, I mean, my thing is, I don't care about who a true fan. This ain't about the fans right now. This is about this coaching staff. We've addressed whether or not you're a true fan and we're not a true fan anymore. I need to know if this coaching staff is serious about winning. Because if you're serious about winning, you'll make the necessary adjustments. So that's what I'm focused on. I don't really. It's not so much. I don't care about the wins and the losses. I just need to see that they're committed to changes. They're committed to not to get to stand out of their way and not being victim to your ego. That's what I want to see. So it for me personally, it's not about wins or losses. I need to see if you're committed to necessary to make the necessary changes as a coach, as offensively, defensively, special teams. I need to see the necessary change to say, all right, even though we may have not played our best game, I saw that you guys were trying to get it right or make those necessary changes. So that's what I'm going to be focused on.
Right, right. AKA, we need results,
We
not
need to,
promises.
yeah.
All right, so that's gonna be the end of that topic. Let's go ahead and get right into the main event, y'all. Um, this is a little something that I think, like I said, I haven't got an opportunity to talk about, but I wanna hit this a little bit differently now. I'm talking like I'm about to pass the blunt to everybody, but
I need that blunt.
but we're gonna say that we're gonna say that question for later. Um, so it's been a firestorm in the land of the unholy alliance here this week, and it's pertaining to one name and one name only. And let me put this back up here. So we're pretty much on trial here as the fellas, as the unholy alliance, on conversations involving one Mr. Lamar Jackson. Now, I'm seeing a lot of different things. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know this is where the viewership is gonna go up drastically here. We gotta say Lamar Jackson's name 3 times, just like the Candyman. Y'all ready? Lamar Jackson,
Lamar Jackson.
Lamaris.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamaris.
Okay. Now, now the question that I have here is: has Lamar Jackson surpassed Patrick Mahomes as elite QB1?
Hold on, Wander. Hold on, Wander.
No, 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 no. Look, no. That's a serious question.
Mm-hmm.
Has Lamar Jackson surpassed Patrick Mahomes as elite QB1?
Who can go first?
I'm gonna let you go ahead and go first, one,
Okay.
because the reason why I'm asking this question because I want to set this conversation up the right way.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'm gonna give you two-part answer. My first part of the answer is hell no to the no, no, no. Second part is what has Lamar Jackson done to come close to what Patrick Mahomes has done in the 7, 8 years he's been in the league? What is he? What has he done to surpass him? What has he done to come close to him?
mm,
I mean, if you can name anything off the top of your head with honesty, please, right now, say it'll forever hold your dick.
sit your ass on somewhere. Now, let me say this. Now, let me reiterate these for the people that's just now coming in. The question is: has Lamar Jackson surpassed Patrick Mahomes as QB1 in the NFL?
Um,
Especially with the season that's going on right now. Go ahead, Sam.
dearly beloved, um, I would like for you to please forgive me for the transgressions I am about to commit, uh, and don't hold it against me of some of the verbiage and language that I use in said act. Amen. Um,
Amen.
Initially, to answer your question, let's start off with this. Um, Lamar Jackson's first 5 years in the league, um, 0-3 in the playoffs.
mm,
Uh, you had four number one pick receivers to lead said team, led by this young man. All right. On the other side, Patrick Mahomes' first 5 years in the league as a starter has been to every AFC championship game, including winning Super Bowls. Now, if you cannot or may have some disability in understanding that 2 plus 2 is 4 and not 8, then you would understand the answer to said question is hell no. Now,
Mm,
um, people have a bird up their ass crack because we're holding him to same set standards that are being held to the likes of the Joe Montana's, Tom Brady's, you know what I'm saying, Rich Gannon, Matt Ryan, Brett Favre, Drew Brees, you know what I'm saying, all of those guys, but apparently it is a problem holding all quarterbacks to the very same standard because right now, as we have it, Lamar Jackson, um, he there's some law, some written law somewhere that says he doesn't have to be judged on any passing categories in the quarterback position.
mm.
And I still remain and ask the question: why is it a problem to hold Lamar Jackson to elite QB standards like all other quarterbacks? Why is there a problem? Hmm?
mm,
And
mm.
none of you who, especially the idiot that just left this little um thong lace dreaded tampon message on my page. Okay,
What did it say, Sam? What did it say?
see, first of all, on year you're talking about with Trent Differ, I do believe that they had a
Read.
running back
Hold
that
on, hold on,
ran
man.
for
Hold on. Read it. Read it.
Read,
Read it.
read, read, read it. What did it say?
mm, 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 mm,
Mm,
mm,
mm, mm, mm.
mm.
And the stats shall set you free.
Oh God, Lord have mercy. Since you and the rest of the critics like downing Lamar, let's see y'all talk about Trent Differ winning a Super Bowl with 1,506 yards passing and 12 TDs and 11 picks. Talk about the shameful ass season in the first player to be cut by the team you won the bowl with y'all praising these bums. Get the fuck out of here. Uh, did y'all have the same to say about Herbert, who he just makes more than Lamar? Talk about something real. You can't. Y'all love them bums, but your own down to raise them up. But excuse me, I'm having a hard time, reading. You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
that.
Nigga,
You
nigga.
got
Okay. So
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah.
So if I'm a paraphrase, what that means is
Oh, wait a minute. And he also says he is 5 times the quarterback that Patrick Mahomes is. Y'all are weird.
I got you. I got you. Yeah.
Ooh,
We
okay.
talk
ooh.
about
Okay. Okay. So pretty much what it sounds like to me is
They're
it's
making
kind of like
excuses
what
for his
Sam, well,
passing yards.
what Sam kind of said is we can have criticisms about a lot of the quarterbacks in this league right now.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about Josh Allen and him putting up numbers, yet being a reckless ass quarterback who hasn't proved anything in the playoffs. We can talk about Jalen Hurts and his tush pushing ass, who is somehow being put in this category without showing it or putting up the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
We could talk about the down year that Patrick Mahomes is having because it's not it is looking kind of mediocre for him right now, and the
And
team
they're
is
still
barely
winning
wet.
games.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
We could talk about Joe Burrow and him putting up numbers, and the team still losing. And we still and the judge is still out on Joe Burrow just for the simple fact that he's only had one full healthy season in his career. Like I said, so far he has been healthy, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing, and we could talk about Justin Herbert, um, who, like I said, they're playing a lot better this year, and him having to prove that does he belong there. We could talk about Sunshine down in Jacksonville, who puts up the same numbers as Daniel Jones, but is the highest paid quarterback in the league.
Mm.
These are criticisms for the quarterbacks that y'all deem as the top tier in the NFL. But this is where the conversation has to be had is where if you put Lamar Jackson in that conversation as the elite quarterback, just like everybody else, there's certain criticism and there's certain accomplishments that can be criticized just like everybody else. But for certain fans that are really like big fans of his, if you criticize Lamar Jackson on anything, is looked at as hating. You don't like a black quarterback, and you hate black quarterbacks.
Your Uncle Tom.
Your Uncle Tom, and y'all some field slave niggas and all that shit.
Hold on. So let them let them set it up.
But I find it interesting in these conversations that these very people will always want to tell you that you're wrong about the situation.
There we go. Here we now.
But when you ask the question on what they're wrong about or what we're wrong about, it always comes back to these ad hominems about us not being black enough.
All that punk shit that we talk about. You're not going to change anybody's opinions, so we shouldn't even talk about it. Insinuating
Here's my rebuttal on that. The issue isn't about trying to change people's mind. The real issue of this whole conversation is, and I'm gonna let everybody watching right now. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. This whole conversation isn't even about Lamar Jackson.
Not one bit. Not one bit.
Let me repeat that again. Yes, we're talking about Lamar Jackson, but this is not about Lamar Jackson. I want to see if everybody got that part.
Yeah. If you agree with what K Styles saying, put yes, and if you kind of confused as to what he's talking about, just put a smiling face emoji or something in there if you're confused.
K Styles.
Yes, sir.
Um, would you guys, because I know Mike and Sam really want to dive into this, but would you guys and the fans like to hear the Unholy Alliance Thanksgiving menu for this conversation right here? Because I want to get this out the way so we can get to the good stuff.
All
So
right.
so Chef Sam and I have come up with a nice menu for this type of topic for these type of people. Okay, so I want y'all to get y'all plates ready and get in line, and you only gonna get one scoop. So for everybody in here listening to us online, on Twitter, in this chat, that think like the person or people we're about to talk about, this is what we got dished up for you. One, we have a nice heaping pile of Southern fried shut the fuck up. Um, we have some candy kiss my ass. We have some smothered. Uh, we have some smothered. Hmm, zip your face up. How about we got some? Sam, did you say we had some? A couple of 6 packs of what?
Oh, yeah, you get a 6 pack of quit your bitch.
Yeah, quit your bitching. Then we got a heaping help of sit your goofy ass down, topped off with "I told you so." And
Oh, that's a half a gallon of that.
oh yeah, yeah, half a gallon, yeah, coming lemonade and sweet tea. Um, and then we got for dessert we got a big sack of "Don't Talk No More."
Bitch, that
You
don't talk
goofball.
no more.
Don't talk no more. You goofball. Because the stuff we've been hearing all week, if you're going to insult somebody, make sure you understand the insult that you're using and make sure you know the history behind the insult.
Mhm. Yeah. For those that may not know what Juan is talking about, um, this group over here has been called the Clan of Uncle Toms because of this situation, because of this conversation,
Mm.
which I find very interesting because for anybody that knows their actual history, uh, the character Uncle Tom is actually based on a guy named Josiah Henson.
Hmm.
Juan, could you dare explain to me who Josiah Henson is?
Yeah, for all the people, for all the hoteps out there that don't understand what Uncle Tom means, Josiah Henson was you can say, the abolitionist to um, Harriet Tubman. He was in the North. And this man freed a lot of slaves pre Harriet Tubman. Pre He was one of the predecessors to the Underground Railroad. So a lot of people, when they use this term, they use it as a dig, not understanding that he's actually a hero. So for that and that alone, you get the two nostrils on some scrotums award from me for not knowing your history when you try to insult somebody, you holiday goofball.
So we're gonna give him the powder toast right there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get him a powdered toast with some scrotum jelly.
Oh, no, that's the fake Condoleezza Rice Award.
Yeah, yeah. The where is your baby's edges on your forehead award?
Right. So if you're going to insult people, you got to make sure that you know what you're saying instead of going off on what you think because somebody said something. Now, let me give my personal opinion on all this because I think I haven't done it yet. Lamar Jackson, to me, is a quarterback who gets a lot of praise and admonishment for his abilities as being a playmaker. That's what his game is. Now, when we talk about the elite quarterback status, is well, I personally believe that if you hold him to the same, if you're trying to hold him to a standard or want to see him succeed to the next level, it becomes a problem for certain people because they're looking at it as the criticisms shouldn't come to him because of accolades, which was very interesting because from what I've heard and what I was told, because let me let y'all know, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I have a first grade education. I dropped out in the first grade.
I dropped out in kindergarten.
I
I
rode the
didn't take
short.
your parents preschool.
I
Like I said,
didn't.
like I said, I rode the short yellow school bus my whole life. I don't
Mm,
know anything about football. I'm brand new to the game of football
Me, me and Mike, some fake Stephen A. Smith clones.
because,
Mm-hmm.
but the question comes down to is if the elite quarterbacks all have criticisms and standards, why does it only seem like he's the one that's excluded from criticisms of accomplishments from everybody else?
Can I ask you a question, K Styles? I'm gonna ask the panel and the chat. Um, how do you what do you use to define wins? What do you use? What is the criteria that we use to determine a MVP? What is the criteria that we use to determine wins and losses? Better yet, what's the criteria that we use to determine who and who doesn't get into the Hall of Fame? Because if we can't criticize a person and then show you said evidence to corroborate our findings, and you telling us it doesn't matter, and then you want to switch between stats and wins and losses and MVP conversation. There's one common denominator in that. K Styles, would you like to enlighten some of these dim people?
As far as what? As far as what, Juan?
What would you say you would use to corroborate all of that? What do we use to determine wins and losses, and who the MVP, who's elite, when who the champion and who's not? What's
I'm
one thing we all use or should be using?
I'll be honest with you. I really don't know because it seems like it always changes depending on who the quarterback in the conversation is.
Okay, and I'm glad you said that. And see, I'm glad this is right here. I'm glad you said that, Mr. Dirty. The thing that trumps even that is numbers. You have to have numbers because, like Mike said, and I'm taking a page out of his book, there's no way to determine how good a player is versus another player if you don't have numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Numbers.
How do you not? How do you know you got 10 toes? Okay.
well,
It
well,
ain't,
you
ain't
got
nothing wrong with
No,
you could, you
just
do
say I got 10 toes. But how do you know you got 10 toes?
you do realize we're in a society where people say numbers is racist now, so you
but
know
but
how that shit is.
let me ask you something. For all the guys out here, y'all got every guy supposed to have two nuts. So do you think you voted on? Did you ask people to vote whether or not you got two nuts, or do you look down there and you can count them? Because the last time I looked, I ain't had to vote on how many nuts I got. They was there from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have
Right.
to vote on. I didn't have to vote on how many legs it took to walk down the street. They
My
were there.
grandma just have to tell me that I got 2 nuts. Okay, I can count the 1 to 2. You have to at least count.
Right.
So
Right.
numbers do matter, right?
Right.
Numbers matter because you got to be able to count your nuts. You got to be able to count your money. You got to be able to count. Because if you don't, you're gonna get robbed.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna rob you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why do I say if you can't count, you're gonna get robbed. Well, a lot of people be getting robbed because these people don't look at the numbers.
Can I say this right quick, if y'all don't mind?
Go ahead.
When it comes to this Lamar Jackson conversation, I got one thing to say to y'all. To a lot of people that kind of get upset about us talking about this in the way we do, how is it that y'all fall for the exact same trap every single time? And it's very interesting to me because it's always the people that are upset are the very people that only shows up when Lamar Jackson's name is brought up.
Mm, mm, mm.
It ain't never seen these names before. But as soon as his name is brought up, that's tied to a little bit of criticism, these are the people we're talking about.
Hey, hey, take that.
Yo,
Here's the new Christmas song for everybody that don't get it. Jingle songs,
jingle thongs,
jingle songs.
well,
It's some Lamar stands in the city. Ding-a-ling.
Lord have mercy, boy. You
In
about to
the
make me sing.
city.
You about to make me sing Chuck Berry in this motherfucker.
Like, bruh, look, we said this time and time again. Popularity over production. I hate to tell you, popularity don't win games. Popularity, to be honest with you, popularity really don't get you an MVP, and popularity don't get you in the Hall of Fame. You got to have numbers to put up. You have to have milestones to put up. That the last thing that comes behind it is the vote. Stats go ahead of it. Because if you have no accomplishment, you can't get in. You can't even be,
Hmm.
you're not even in the discussion. I don't care how much y'all like Lamar Jackson, y'all are not going to like him into the Hall of Fame. Y'all are not going to like him to an elite status. Why? Because in the time he's been in the league, he's done half of what Matt Ryan did at this year. He's done a quarter of what Mahomes has done in that same amount of time. He's done half of what Kirk Cousins has done in that amount of time. So I don't. You can hate what we say. You can come on here and cry. You can make up all the excuses. You can try to find the most degrading insults you can. Guess what? You are not going to win, bitch, sing, twerk, or even sit up here and Christmas carol this man into a top category, outside of elite playmaker. That's it.
Hmm. What you got on this, Sam?
There is no way in hell you could sit here with a straight face and tell me that 21,000 passing yards in 7 years is remotely elite. You can't possibly
He,
sit
he
here
don't
and
even
think
have
that.
that. He don't even
It's
have
not
that.
even. It's not 21. The number is 18,000 something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not even that. It's not
in
even a third.
7 years.
That's remedial.
Let me
No,
put this in
wait, wait.
fucking context. Hold on. Let me put this shit in context of how fucking pitiful this is. How many years did Justin Herbert been in the fucking game?
He's going on year 5 right now.
Well, he in year 5 and he already got less than 1,000, but not even a whole thousand. He's right at what Lamar Jackson is making, and Lamar Jackson got 2 years on him.
Mm, mm.
Let me say that again. He's already at Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson has 2 years ahead of him.
Mm,
The lower that Lamar, I think it was his rookie year. I think he had maybe 8 games or something like that he played.
Hmm. Right.
And this
Hmm.
Right.
man he's still right there. So he got there in a whole 2 seasons, nearly 2 seasons, and he ain't even nowhere near that. Desmond Ritter as a spot starter has more career passing yards than this dude has in his entire career total as a best season. Desmond Ritter has more passing yards than this dude in his career high.
And y'all defending that.
Let me say this again. Lamar Jackson's best year as a quarterback is lower than Desmond Ritter's spot starter. That means he's not even starting every single game. He's had one season where he didn't even start the whole season in that 1 year. And he got more career yards than Lamar Jackson has in his one season career total, high total. This is what we're talking about.
So basically, what you're saying is Desmond. Well, okay, so by looking at the numbers as far as equivalent with Desmond Ritter is equivalent to one season based on how many games he started.
Yes.
So far, it's 500 less yards than Lamar Jackson's best passing year so far. That's what Mike is saying.
Lamar Jackson's career high was 3,678, I believe. 3,678. Desmond Ritter's career total is 3,682.
And for y'all that like
3682, good movie.
Hey, look, and for y'all that like eating chalk in the comment section, you can't equate his rushing yards and say that's why he needs to be elite. Because let me tell you something. That's running back yards. Quarterbacks throw the ball. Let's not get to it. So you don't get the mechanics mixed up. Quarterbacks throw the ball. They don't rush. That is a running back. That's why I call him. He's a glorified running back with an arm. Y'all keep trying to use these rushing yards as the reason why he's supposed to be elite. If that's the case, he ain't no better than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry ain't threw not one pass. Let's make that clear. And that's the only reason why they are where they are in this season is because the offense flows through Derrick Henry.
Right. But here's this. But go ahead, Sam. We got about 10 minutes.
Yeah, and Derrick Henry is on pace for 2,000 yards, but nobody's talking about that. Why? Why? Because you got a quarterback that wants to be Barry Sanders.
Let me say this before we get close to this. Because what we're not gonna do is play games. You can suck a dick with all this playing this game. I know what the fuck was said. I know what the fuck he said. He know what the fuck he said. Okay? All this what he said. No, it's all this changing. You're changing your words, okay? Because you get caught in a sentence, you get caught in some bullshit. You wanna change. No, that's not happening. You know exactly what was said, and when we brought the numbers and we brought the fucking facts, you want to say, "Oh, I never said he was elite." Then what the fuck are you arguing for? What the hell are you talking about? If he wasn't elite, why are you telling us not to speak on it? This is what I'm talking about with this bend over energy. Y'all, he ain't even touched the fucking doorknob, and y'all ready to bend the fuck over. And telling somebody else they don't need to speak on it because, man, I don't think Mike, that is rough, man. Warren, you shouldn't be doing that, man. How would you shut the fuck up? You up here, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. This man threw for 500 fucking yards and y'all already ready to get rid of him. 509 yards is a career total. This man has over 50,000 yards, and this man here barely got a third of that bullshit. He ain't even got half of the shit. He don't even have half of what this man has done in his career. Just put this in consideration. Put this thought. All right, put this in thought. This man has played 7 years in the NFL. Kirk Cousins has played in 14 years. In 14 years, in 7 years, half of what Kirk Cousins has done, this man doesn't even have half of Kirk Cousins' yards. But you want me to shut the fuck up about this. You want me to say, oh, he's elite because the nigga can run like Carl fucking Lewis. He can run like fucking Michael Johnson on a motherfucking track star. But I'm supposed to say, yep, he's elite. I'm gonna say, yeah, nigga, yeah. I'm supposed to say, run, nigga, run. That's how you represent us, niggas. We might as well put on the goddamn Kango hat and fucking motherfucking thong on.
Jingle thong.
But that's what niggas do, right? This is what us niggas are doing. We see a black nigga that can run and can throw the ball like motherfucking Mike Vick, who all of us adore, but he ain't even doing the shit Michael Vick doing. Michael Vick proved that he can be a fucking quarterback. This son bitch ain't did that yet. This nigga still throwing to tight ends of fucking running backs. He ain't changed a damn thing about his game. You got Derrick Henry up here about to rush for 2,000 fucking yards, and you goofy ass niggas up here talking about this motherfucker up here throwing for 30 touchdowns. This nigga is literally about to O.J. Simpson the whole motherfucking league, and y'all sitting up here talking about run, nigga, run. And the nigga that is running, y'all ain't paying attention to. Cause this nigga got tattoos and motherfucking afros and shit. Nappy ass goddamn
He got nappy chiclets in his hair.
Man, what's that?
We up here talking about he's an MVP. And the real MVP got over 10 fucking touchdowns nearly. He about to rush for 2,000 yards. Ain't now nigga in sight. And from the best of my knowledge, I could have sworn goddamn Derrick Henry was a motherfucking nigga. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's a goddamn, maybe he got reverse vitiligo, goddamn it. Maybe that's the goddamn thing. Maybe that's the reason.
No, that's just his costume on Scooby-Doo. He gonna pull it off at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
This man ain't did half of what some of the good quarterbacks in the league has done, but we praise him. And then when we say that we want to see him do better, we want him to do better because we're not satisfied. We're not satisfied with mediocre. I don't want no mediocre. I don't want no mediocre. We don't want mediocre. We want somebody to truly represent us, like the Steve McNairs, like the Donovan McNabbs, like the Warren Moon, like the Randall Cunninghams, like the Patrick Mahomes of the world. But we can't do that because you niggas are infatuated with a nigga's legs running like he the fucking road runner. So, excuse me, and we're going to get ready for the great Will to do his show because I'm motherfucking done.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been your Read the Rainbow moment for the show. Thank you for Mike of the Mad, the Unholy Alliance.
Well, all right, Sam, what's your final thought? What's your final take? Like you said, we got about 5 minutes. What's your final take, man?
I want people to understand the hypocrisy in this. You know, the standard bar for an NFL quarterback is that he's supposed to lead the team and make everyone else around him better. In these 7 years as a Baltimore Ravens quarterback, what coordinators have you heard come from Baltimore that got head coaching jobs on Lamar Jackson's team?
Mm-hmm.
What coordinator has gone on to to leave after make him having one of those 1,000-yard running seasons and become a successful head coach somewhere else? What players have gotten paid because of Lamar Jackson? I can anybody tell me?
Get the fuck on if you don't like what I'm saying.
I'm just curious, because I'm still trying to get an answer to the question: is why is it a problem holding Lamar Jackson to the same standard
The
that?
standard to every other quarterback in the fucking universe.
Yes.
Everybody in the universe you can say they need to throw for 3,000, 4,000 yards. Except this some of them a bitch. Cause the motherfucker can't. Cause the nigga run like a damn cheetah. Y'all gonna say no. You can't talk about him like that.
But see, here's where the understanding of
I'm sorry, K-Styles. I'm sorry.
the standard for Lamar Jackson. The standard is on the ground. I mean, because as seen on last season in the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs, he looked like a 2-year-old schoolgirl standing at the board trying to read Egyptian hieroglyphics.
That's on tape too. It's on tape. It's on tape that he got. He was in his 7th year. He's still looking at a goddamn wristband, reading fucking numbers and shit like a goddamn 2-year.
But you know what? It's a disease called. It's all about who we like, because, like we said, you can play pedestrian football.
Choice.
Yeah, it's all about who we like, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the numbers. God Himself could sit you down and open up the stats, and y'all say, "No, God, that ain't right. You wrong. Them ain't numbers. That ain't it. He's elite because he's the MVP. What the fucking do? You know how many people been MVPs that ain't went nowhere? You know how many got people that got MVPs that ain't won no Super Bowls? The one y'all like to talk about so fucking much. That Ryan.
Yeah, so many of them.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about who you like. If you just like him, then just say that. I can respect you more for saying you like somebody and his play ain't worth shit than you sit up here and try to convince the world that he's elite. Now, if you want to say elite, then all right. He's elite at being a remedial quarterback. Now, running back, he's phenomenal. He's a hell of a running back.
He's the greatest running quarterback of all time.
I mean, I just get goosebumps on my goosebumps when he runs.
Well, let's go ahead and wind it down, because there will be a part 3 to this, because this was actually part 2 of Mike's video released earlier today. So Juan is going to be finishing up on the ATL Sports End Game with part 3 of this.
Okay, Styles, can I say something before you finish, bro?
Motherfucker tell you to shut up, because this son of a bitch can't run for goddamn. He can't run. He can't fucking throw a touchdown without fucking running like a goddamn cheetah or road runner or some shit.
Here's some advice to help some of y'all so y'all will sleep better at night. If you're tired of the conversation beating a dead horse, stop resurrecting him.
Oh, I got one better for him. One, if you're irritated about the conversation now, tune in to the T at 10:30, and I'm gonna tell you why Stetson been better quarterback than Lamar Jackson.
Oh God,
this motherfucker up here. I want to say it so much, but I'm gonna just leave it alone.
So I'm
watch.
Let me end off by saying this. So basically what y'all are telling me is, this is going to be the question that I want everybody to resonate. Is Lamar Jackson on the cusp of God deity status?
Mm-hmm. Warren, I'm gonna need you to stop laughing, okay?
I'm laughing to keep him
because only gods, only gods are exempt from criticism.
Yeah.
So if the question is, has Lamar Jackson entered the territory of God status in the NFL? And I'm gonna leave that question off to y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button for System K Live. All the handles is on the ticker at the bottom of the screen. So until next time, people, We here to play. Well, we ain't gonna say the same. We just gonna say, hey man, y'all make sure y'all tune in to everything Atlanta sports over there with Will the Georgia Reaper. Deuces.
Fucking cows. Always switching up on shit.